Tackle the tough questions, challenge assumption, and give a voice to the unheard. This is the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM.
Welcome on board the Morning Express.
Good morning.
You are listening to the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM.
Good morning.
This is Mainland 98.3 FM, famously known as the sound of Lagos. 8:46 from the stable of Mainland 98.3 FM. Beautiful Tuesday morning, the 12th day in the month of May 2026. Thank you for always trusting this frequency, as we always fulfill our promise, all our promises. We will always stay committed to bring to your listening pleasure great content, fantastic conversation right on Mainland 98.3 FM. You're welcome to Mainland Focus on Mainland 98.3 FM. My name is Mᴏᴜ. Let's put on the table, as always that we do on Mainland Focus. We place at least a couple of issues on the table for you to also be part of the conversation, to share your analysis, to share your take and your reservation on the said topics. This morning, you can join us on Facebook and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. That's the handle, at Mainland 98.3 FM. It is also the provision that for you to drop your comments and your reservation. You can also listen via Radio Garden and as well as our website www.mainlandfm.com. Without further ado, the two main issues we are focusing on. One is that of the stance and the statement credited, or to the position of the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. Now, we're seeing fresh cracks emerging within opposition parties ahead of the 2027 general election, which is a major pressure towards the next election. And the position of the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar had raised eyebrows, raised concerns and reactions, especially from opposition parties, that no Southern candidate can defeat the incumbent President Bola Tinubu, in the next general elections. Right? In separate interviews from the opposition parties, they are insisting that the presidency should remain in the South in the interest of fairness, national cohesion, and political stability. Right? And the disagreement is following a statement that was issued on Sunday by Atiku's media aide, Olushola Soni, warning opposition parties against zoning their presidential tickets to the South. Now, this is the argument. The Atiku's camp is arguing that while the ruling APC, may retain its Southern presidential configuration around Tinubu, it would be politically unwise for the opposition to adopt the same approach. Right. It said the first and most obvious question is this: how does the Southern opposition candidate realistically unseat a sitting Southern president? Nigerian political history offers no precedent for such an outcome, and that no incumbent president has ever been defeated by an opposition challenger from the same geopolitical bloc. To insist otherwise is to enter the contest already defeated. That's according to the camp. And they are also arguing that by 2027, the South would have spent more years in power than the North since the return of democracy in 1999. That by 2027, the South would have held presidential power for approximately 18 years in the Fourth Republic, compared to about 10 years for the North. And if the South retains power for another 4 years, that disparity widens even further, about 22, right? We calculated the 8 years of Obasanjo, the 4 years of Goodluck Jonathan, that's 14, and then the 4 years of if completed in 2027 of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which will make it 18 years, right? And according to him, which is unfair to the North, compared to the 10 years for the North. And so it therefore becomes difficult to understand the justice in an argument that seeks to deepen an already existing imbalance under the guise of equity. But remember, put it at the back of your mind that this is not a constitutional provision or requirement. It's just an gentleman agreement due to or tilted towards justice, fairness and equity, right? So with the argument of Atiku, the former vice president, what do you think? Oh, okay. And also, yes, the inclusion of the Jonathan's 2 years of the late Yaradua. Thank you for that reminder. Okay, so with his argument, the former vice president, what do you think? He raised argument of that there are no precedents that you see an incumbent president being defeated by an opposition from the same geopolitical bloc, right? And also the fact that the North has been shortchanged. That it's only fair that the North should be given the opportunity so that we can have a balanced, years of reign, both from the North and from the South. What do you think? Do you see this as a valid argument coming from the former vice president? And secondly is the issue of the appointment of the president of a special advisor on homeland security. Now, the president has approved the appointment of retired Major General Adeyinka as a special advisor on homeland security. According to the statement that was issued in a circular, the appointment is reflecting the administration's commitment to strengthening internal security coordination, enhancing intelligence-driven operations, and also improving inter-agency collaboration in tackling emerging security threats across the country. According to the SGF, right, of course, they described him as a highly decorated retired military officer with over 3 decades of experience in military and even intelligence operations, national security strategy, counter-terrorism, and also international security diplomacy. They had even played a key role in shaping Nigeria's intelligence coordination framework during his time as principal general staff officer to the National Security Advisor between 2015 and 2021. He even spearheaded the establishment of the Intelligence Fusion Center at the Office of the National Security Advisor, creating an integrated multi-agency intelligence platform that brought together the Defense Intelligence Agency, the National Intelligence Agency, the Department of State Services, the Nigerian Police Force, amongst others, right? So the question, what do you think? Do you see this as a good move from the president in appointing a special advisor on homeland security, or you see this as a duplication of assignments, right, to that of the NSA, National Security Advisor? What do you think? The number to call is 0913-600-0410. Do you see this helping? Yes, long overdue when it comes to decentralizing the security architecture, right? We've talked about state security. We've talked about the fact that we need domestic security architecture and framework, right? But with this appointment, what do you think? Do you see this as a good move and a valid move from the president to break down security reforms and security advising formulas to the security personnel? Or is just a way of expanding the cabinet If so, you see it that way. Let's hear your thoughts. 0913-600-0410. That's the number to call. 0913-600-0410. And you can also call via WhatsApp or send a WhatsApp message via 0913-600-0430. 0913-600-0430. And you can, also drop your comments, navigate your comments via Facebook and YouTube. The handle is at Mainland 98.3 FM. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Lady Mo.
Good morning.
My name is Shola, and I'm calling from Ikeja this morning. Yeah, so let me start with the article's statement. You know, there's this message I want to send to him, and I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of many Nigerians. Nigerians know who is best for them. It's not for him to try and cajole people. Do you know that for me, if Yar'Adua were to wake up today, if he were to wake up today, despite the fact that I'm a Yoruba person, I'm not going to be sentimental. I will vote Yar'Adua over Tinubu. So Nigerians know who is good for them. It's not for him to come and start telling us that some people root for this. Even that is what has brought us to where we are today.
Yar'Adua, you say?
You said what?
You said Yar'Adua to Tinubu?
Yes, I said if Yar'Adua were to be alive today as a northerner, I will vote Yar'Adua. But for me, Atiku is a no-no, because for me it doesn't fit into what a new Nigeria should be. It doesn't have that mind. It's not different from Tinubu. And for appointment of a homeland security, see, this is what we have known. You understand? Without some particular set of people, Tinubu knows that without them he cannot move on. These are people that he is sentimentally attached to, and he knows that he's not performing. That is why he's picking another person to work under him, and he cannot sack him because of his political ambition. So that is just it. That's my take this morning. Thank you, Lady Mo.
Thank you for calling. Okay, oh my. Please do well to call back 0913-600-0410 and for WhatsApp 0913-600-0430. Hello.
Good morning, Lady Mo.
Good morning.
This is ʟᴏᴜ calling from Orile in Sarigum. Let me even start with the appointment of the homeland. You see, one of the things a lot of people don't understand about this president is that he will create a lot of seeking avenues. That's why he called himself inclusive government, so that at least he will cover everywhere. People are already complaining that there is too much bureaucracy in the system. You see him creating more because he wants to make sure that he spread the lagis around, so that at least when the time comes, they will cover everywhere for him. That is the problem we are facing presently now. I can tell you for free that this president, it doesn't mean well for us as a nation. That is just the reality. Anybody that likes, let them take it or leave it. For Atiku, he doesn't need to tell us. We know where we belong. We know who to vote in. Even as we are talking right now, Asiwaju himself knows that the table is not balanced anymore. It's taken. So that is just the reality. I close with this, Lady Mo.
All right.
They told us that few people are the ones benefiting from the so-called subsidy. So they removed it and give the money to the governors. So what has come out of it?
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Ejioku. I'm calling from Oshodi.
Yeah, thank you. Go ahead.
All right. So the idea of creating Chief of Homeland Security is a flawed one. It's dead on arrival, really, because if you look at the problem we are having, is not that we lack offices that could handle any of these things, right? So if you look at our financial sector, the only financial body that is actively working is EFCC, and even that, a lot of Nigerians do not have trust in their competency anymore. Right? If you look at the likes of Yahya Bello, who they said is wanted, who is on the watch list, and still going out there to purchase the APC form, and the this person is wanted, right? So then you now ask yourself, what has been the function of ICPC for a very long time now? So now creating Homeland Security, the NIA, what has the NIA achieved in the last 4 years? Right, so if you look at most of these posts, it is more like a popularity contest than a functionality one, right? The NIA has never really been popular under any president before, despite having occupied those posts, right? But we now look at the current administration, they just give people and make them popular, other than just create a functional system. Now, the Homeland Security, I think, is just another way of compensating whoever, right? It's just a way of compensating whoever that is dancing with the current administration. I think that's just all they are doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling. Hello.
Hello, Modupe.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Robert from Apapa. I can't hear you, but I hope you are listening to me. So my take this morning is that article should not say there is imbalance between the north and the south. Rather, it should say there is imbalance between the Fulanis and the Yoruba. Because when you say the north, how many Hausa people have ruled Nigeria since 1999? Yaradua is not an Hausa man. He's a Fulani man. Buhari is a Fulani man. They marginalize the Hausas, despite the fact that they are from the north, including the south here.
We even have more ethnic groups than the one you even mentioned. We have
something of necessity that made Jonathan Tokemi as an Ijoma. So it should not say it should be between the Fulanis and the Yoruba. That is where the balance comes in. Nevertheless, it is even barbaric to say that we should practice zoning in this modern world. We should give Nigeria to a competent hand who can move this country forward, not a bad zoning. 8 years, so this one must do 8 years. You give 8 years to Buhari, how did he? Yes. Very woeful. One of the worst government in the history of this country. Are we today? We are in another one now. 4 years, almost 4 years now. Where are we, Nigeria, from this Tinubu government? Another 4 years, can he do anything? That's the question. So it's not a bad zoning. Give Nigeria to somebody who can move this country forward. It's not a bad zoning. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for calling. If you even want to start the ethnic thing in line with justice, fairness, you know how many ethnic groups we have in the country that they need to also, be considered. 091360000410. That is still the number to call. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, madam.
Good morning.
Julius is my name. I'm calling from Shomolu.
Thank you.
Well, it is just only God that can deliver us from this situation that we were in this country. We have seen everything, how it's going on. Killing. I don't know, maybe they know that the blood also speak. The way the blood of people that they are shedding in Nigeria today, how they are calling on God, it will not even help the government to do well. It will not. Human being for that matter. In fact, I saw a video whereby after they have killed people.
I was waiting for you to land so you can connect.
On the security. I'm talking on the security.
We are not talking about insecurity.
No, that he said he appointed another.
Oh, okay. To work for the NSC. That is a special advisor on homeland. We have all this. See, if they allow our military to perform their work the way they were being trained, all this insecurity within 1 month, it will be taken away. Now, Nuru Ribadu said that if anything happened to the military, they should not bring it to the press. Then are they not ready to solve the security problem of the country by employ another person? And you must know that new one, they're going to give him open check. We want to talk about security, it's an open check. They're going to open office for him. It's another money. They are borrowing money to come and dash it to people. And that's what is happening in this nation. It's only God can save up from there. Julius is my name from Shomolu. Thank you very much. Thank you for calling. Hello.
Hello, Lady Mo. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, Lady Mo. How was your night now?
Yeah, fine, thank you. Good morning.
And everybody. See, My name is Lucky, calling from Yarapaja. They said, by their fruit we shall know them. I'm talking about Atiku. When you see bringing the north and south this thing. Like when Buhari was there for 8 years, what did not benefit? I am telling you the truth. Average man of the north, they don't even care who become Nigeria leader. They care for who will give their food to eat. So this was the agenda. Thank God that they say Peter Obi is too slow. He's so smart and intelligent. This was the agenda of ADC that they start from beginning. So he was having this agenda that is going to be the turn that the South has ruled for 40 how many years. So you want to complete 8 years to complete. That is what he just bring out now. Thank God we have know his plan and we have moved. Thank God. I just the thank God since when he made those kind of comment. For this age, you are still bringing of a tribalism into politics. See, when I listened to 괏ᴏᴜ yesterday for television, the man said something. In the 2023, one of his daughters told him, "Sir, why can't you support Peter Obi and let's go for?" So all the young, even though the young people in the north, they know what they want. Not. All
right.
This is not 1999. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. My name is Samuel. I'm calling from Pitu. Concerning what Atiku I just said, his strength is appealing to pity and he's wielding tribal sentiment. That cannot take him anywhere, in the sense that you read it to us now that Northerners, most Northerners, they are against Northern candidates, which will definitely work against him. The common sense demand that Southerners should be defeated this time around. Concerning what the other topic, the issue of NSC, we are having NSC now. It would have made sense to me if Erubadu had been sacked. But because of the mentality of Mr. President that by all means, he wants to win 2027 election. That's why he's retaining Erubadu, and that will not take him anywhere. It is also that they nothing to offer as far as insecurity is concerned. So he's just being political about everything he does. So
all right.
He lack the capacity to take care of Nigeria out of this insecurity. Thank you. God bless Nigeria. The Lord will save Nigeria from the hands of
Thank you.
clueless people.
091360000410. That's still the number to call. Hello.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
God bless you. My name is Ambrose. We thank God for another day. Mo, this decision that Mr. President took was the decision that he should have taken earlier before he went to appoint Mᴏᴜ, a military man. He refused. Let me tell you, he just did not want to sack Ribadu. That's why he brought in this man. And let me also tell you something. You see, all these things they are doing is about 2027. Maybe you heard how all the whole governors gathered 800 billion when people are suffering for elections. They are not thinking of how. You say what?
Which governors?
All the APC governors now.
Where allegedly allegations, or where is the fact?
Now, Modukwe,
allegations.
What's in the news? So okay, allegedly, that is for the convenience. So now, what is happening now? Then the issue of did you talk about Fubara?
No.
Okay. The issue of what's the other one? The security. Let me just say clearly that we need to, do something about people that are dying. Because this, yes, what I wanted to say, Mo, you can see that when you give a terrorist maybe $100 or $200 a day, and our soldiers are being treated like those that are in prison.
Right. Thank you.
They don't feed them well.
Thank you. Thank you for calling. You're still on to Mainland Focus on Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. Basically, we're focusing on two issues. That of the statement credited to former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, right? We are seeing fresh cracks, within the opposition ahead of the election. Faulting the position of the former vice president that no southern candidate can defeat the president in the next general election. It's just logical and not being defeated before contesting that you feel your candidate, opposition now to, other, the north, basically, that is just, accepting defeat before contesting. And he also argued about the north. Like the South have spent more years in power than the North since the return of democracy in 1999, and saying 18 years to 18 years has been given to the South if the president completes his tenure, compared to the 10 years for the North. And we are asking if those arguments are valid, for his position, and not for opposition not to field their candidate to, or to zone their candidate to the South as the ruling All Progressives Congress. And the only incident that we've had an opposition taking over from an incumbent president after the first term is that of Jonathan, right? So what's your take? Do you agree with, do you see them as valid points here to opposition making a mistake of zoning their ticket to their presidential ticket to the South? And secondly is the appointment of the president of appointing a special advisor to Homeland Security, a special advisor of Homeland Security. And we are asking if this is a good move, right, by the president of appointing Major General Adeyinka as special advisor on Homeland Security, or it's just basically just duplication or duplication of assignments, right? We have the National Security Advisor, or you see this as going to help the security architecture, and also giving more hands or bringing more hands to the table to tackle the security issues in the country. Quickly from WhatsApp. Okay, you can navigate your comments via Facebook as well at Mela 98.3 FM. That's the handle. From WhatsApp, quickly, this says, good morning to you, Mr. Fᴏᴜ Lsoᴅ. Okay, this is about the loan, but that's not our focus. Thank you very much for your comments. This says, good morning, Mainland FM crew. Fouad is complaining about special advisor on Homeland Security. Very soon there will be special advisor on farmland and forest security. We were here back then when Wike as a governor appointed over 1,000 special advisors. At least we have enough money to pay them, since we have unlimited access to foreign loans. Now it's obvious that running for the office of a president is about turn by turn between the South and the North, but has nothing to do with development or governance. From Funsho. This says, good morning, Lady Moa Fouad. There are still credible Nigerians who can bring good governance to the people, but the Nigerian system, the social media, grieved regions, united foreign nations and interests can never allow it to work. Melvin from Ikeja. It says, good morning, Lady Mo. Between Atiku and Obi, who is the desperado now? Atiku of, okay, he wants it, for me, is a I said, oh, the president doesn't want to sack. Okay, Said. Okay, for Said, you mean to say? I said it all. The president doesn't want to sack Ribadu. The security architecture is simply a mess. Chris from Ikeja. All right, we'll get back to the calls. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Peter Usufu. I'm calling from Apparent in Ikoto. The appointment of a new advisor on Homeland Security, to me, in my own opinion, is unnecessary at the moment, because we will duplicate the functions of that of a national security advisor. But be that as it may, it is for strategic reasons that this advisor, sooner or later, will take over from the national security advisor. It will be very okay. Where no regarding will need to go. Just as if you just suppose it with that of Minister of Finance, where Oladele was appointed Taiwo was appointed as Minister of State for Finance. Then later he took over as the Finance Minister. So it's okay for that. Then on the submission of Atiku, I would say that submission is very porous and made out of desperation. But again, if you look at it critically, you will find that when he's talking about the number of years from 1999 to date when the Southerners have governed Nigeria, he has forgotten that from 1960 that the people that have governed Nigeria more than each other are the Northerners. So he did not put that into his own permutation. So that's why I said he's full of ferocity and out of that statement out of desperation. So you understand.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
John from Mobile. Yes, I will dwell on the issue of the appointment of Adeyinka by the president. Let me say that there is nothing too much for the president to do in order to stop insecurity. It seems as if the new battle of the president is not performing. It's not even it seems. It's absolutely clear that it's not up and doing. It's not performing because security is becoming so much worse every day and with no clue in sight. So that appointment is ripe and dry and it's necessary. But then the new appointee should be up and doing, making sure that if security is brought to it or even totally curbed. That is my submission. Good morning.
Thank you. All right. Do want to call back 09136000410. That's for calls and text messages. For WhatsApp calls and messages 09136000430. WhatsApp, this says, good morning, Madam Odukwe. There is no reason why the president shouldn't be bold enough to weed out the present NSA. Mr. Ribadu appointing retired General Adeyinka as Homeland Security boss is a mere duplication of duties. The NSA is so concerned about the political intrigues. Babatiku should stop cheap sentiment and allow Peter Obi to shrug it out with the president next year. Nigerians are wiser now. Noah from Ugondo. Hello, good morning. Hello. Oh, okay. Please do well to call back. Hello, good morning.
Madupa, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Madam Issue.
Thank you. Good morning.
It's not by appointing this new homeland, whatever. The government, the Tinubu's government is full of its people. It should decentralize it. If you give Igbo man or a Niger Delta man or a Benue man that post, it will be more effective. They will tell you the truth.
How is that? How is that of importance? How is competence? Are you tying competence to ethnic?
That's what it is.
No, don't do that, Mr. Madam Ifi.
Please,
Madam.
Let me land.
But no. That let's clear before you land. You don't tie competence to a particular ethnic group.
Didn't you see how Obasanjo ruled this country? Everybody was involved. When you bring your people, daddy don't need to show.
It still doesn't mean.
Kind of thing. I am telling you.
Okay, thank you for calling. We will not allow, you know that, Madam Ifi, we can't do that. We have to be objective as possible. You can fish out and point out and talk about what do I call it now? How people have handled, right, their position, and not drag ethnicity or whatever. Let's not try and raise what is not. Good morning, Lady Mo. It's unfortunate that uniform Nigerians has been bamboozled with all these permutations where the most governed never asked a vital question of what has been their interest. Politicians has known that the issue of president coming from north or south was part of the gimmick to garner interest from the locals. But the well-informed Nigerians knew that what we need is someone that has the capacity, capability, and competence. James from Agbado. Thank you. Hello.
Morning to you, Edmo.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. My name is Prince Fᴜᴜᴜ, calling you from Oshodi this morning. Number one, you see, Atiku is qualified to govern this country. If you meet the forthcoming election, he's my president. But there's a but about this matter. Why am I saying this? If you go back, because they just make new arrangement now. Buhari have served 8 years, in the South 8 years. We know that is how it is since 1914 when the nation was created. But now, if Atiku say the Southerners, the Northerners will come here, it means they don't about the thing with that. Since 1960, we have Fᴜʟᴜ, we have Goa, we have Mohammed. We talk then. I mean, we talk about nothing that we discuss there much. But now as it is, new arrangement, let us follow it. If God did not designate Atiku to be president of this country, nothing he can do. But if he designate to lead this country, he has a party now. If they come and let's for him, fine, good. But the ethnic problem, tribal problem, it is. Look at somebody that just comment now that if somebody is come from a residential place, it will be better. Attack Yoruba people. You allow everybody to operate in Lagos. That is to say Lagos for me and you. All of us are in Lagos. If you Lagos are able to.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for calling.
And let us unite Nigeria for
Thank
better, to better the lot of Nigeria. Good morning to you, Lady.
Hello, good morning. Oh, please do well to call back. 091360000410. Hello.
Hello, good morning, lady.
Good morning.
Ajibola calling from Ekolaye.
Thank you.
See, when we are talking about some things, please, let's be clear about some things. I hate to always hide under one finger. What Atiku raised is a very valid point. But be as it may be, I've always said it, and I'm always a preacher of we should dump all this silly and dump arrangement of one zone. Is zone about competency? It is not, but it's a valid point. When you look at the years, it's valid and it's right. But that is not what we need as a nation. That is what we are saying. Nobody should say that Atiku is wrong. Atiku is 100% correct. But when it comes to this thing that we need as a nation, I always say it, even if we should take a Kenyan man to rule this nation and govern it right, let's take it. If US can stoop so low to use African as their president, then what is wrong with Nigeria that we cannot use anybody from any part of the world to make our country good, to make our country great again? So if it is not the South today, it will be North tomorrow. If it's not North tomorrow, it will be West tomorrow. Is that what we need as a country? We need a competent hands that can clean all this mess corruption that we have in this nation. So if everybody is saying because it's the turn of the South now, so people that are saying that Atiku is wrong, they are saying it's the turn of the South now. I think also using the same ethnic and same also zoning to say that it's the turn of the South.
Thank you.
So we should be careful of these things. We need competence and not zoning and. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you. God bless you too. Hello.
Hello, lady. No, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, I'm James calling from Beda.
Thank you.
My contribution is very simple and straight. The problem with Nigerians is we don't like the truth. And that's why we continue to suffer for as long as we live until we begin to tell ourselves the truth. Now, what's my point now? Democracy does not work for Nigeria. It doesn't work for Africa. If we can go back to our traditional way of ruling, will help us. Where a leader will come and swear, you swear by the traditional rights that as you're doing there, you're going to do stuff for the people. And when you don't do it, the gods of the land deal with you. That is one of the way forward. The other way forward, I would not want to say it on air, but if you what Ghana, the way they took out their leaders that were corrupt, Nigeria should think towards that way. That's my submission this morning. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, my name is Mark.
Mark calling from where? I can hear you, but help me speak up a bit louder than that.
Mark.
All right, go ahead.
I'm calling from Yanopaja.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so listening to people, your callers, and even from text messages talking about or criticizing the appointment of the president, on the Homeland Security, I think it is so unfortunate that people could just criticize without having the adequate understanding, of the issue before they criticize. It's very unfortunate. It will just give me a little bit more time. Let me enlighten the people.
If you can quickly summarize.
All right. Lady Mo, I hope you are aware that the U.S. and Nigeria are working together on security coordination and improve counter-terrorism. I hope you are aware.
They're sending troops, yes, to help.
Yeah. So this year, January, there was an inauguration of some group. It is called U.S.-Nigeria Joint Working Group. It was inaugurated this year, January. So it is aimed at working and coordinating between Nigeria and the U.S. government on security, right? So in May this month, last week, the delegation of Nigerian government, they were in Washington meeting with the U.S. Department, and they also met with the Secretary of the Department, Marco Rubio. So the outcome of that meeting gave birth to the appointment of this man, Special Advisor on Homeland Security. If you know, it sounds like U.S. security department kind of thing. If you say Homeland Security, the person that comes to your mind is U.S., right?
Right.
So so you know that the U.S. is behind the rationale behind the appointment. So the outcomes of this meeting gave birth to this appointment as special advisor. And for more clarity, the function of this special advisor does not overlap with that of national security advisor. This man is just a special advisor.
All right.
He does not hold an office of its own. He does not lead or supervise or manage security issues or architecture like the national security advisor. His own is to advise the president, right, based on security coordination. It doesn't go and put together the security architecture wholeheartedly. You understand? The network of security architecture belongs to the national security advisor, not the special advisor.
All right, thank you.
Apart. You understand?
Thank you.
Quickly, in conclusion, it's just like saying that the president appoints special advisor on economy. It doesn't mean it will overlap with the minister of finance. It doesn't work that way.
All right, thank you very much.
So that is just the background of the appointment. It is in coordination.
All right, thank you. Well, like I earlier stated, of his appointment, who is going to be reflecting the administration's, commitment to, strengthen internal security coordination, like you mentioned, to also enhance intelligence-driven operations and also to improve interagency collaboration in tackling emerging security threats across the country. But thank you very much for your submission. Hello, good morning. Okay, do well to call back. 09136000410. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Madam Odukwe, good morning. This is Alajiswa. Yes, let me second the last speaker, in terms of the appointment of Minister of Homeland. Look, people should understand the background of nobody is a police officer. So at times you may not understand the military language. So what is wrong with, there's nothing wrong in president go to that length, bring, recruiting or inaugurating another minister for what's it called, for local. Because that man is a military man. And nothing is much as far as security is concerned in this country. Nothing is much, it's too much on that. Everybody knows what security, what we are all clamoring for, every day. So to me, I give kudos to the president because the man is a military man. Let's go back to the article. The sense is one article says, we should not throw it in the dustbin. It's talking about the person, competing with the incumbent. It's talking about historical capacity. What when the man when you was the governor of Anambra State, did he save the state? Now he's not talking. He's talking that he wants to save Nigeria. What capacity? What historical capacity did he do in economic of Anambra State? This is what the man is saying. So if it's a neutral person, it doesn't matter. But this guy, we know it's history. What was it? It's a performance in history. And nobody to come and cajole us here. Have a nice day.
Thank you for calling. Hello.
Hello, Lady Mo.
Good morning.
It's Gideo from Ojota.
Thank you.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
What of my Oga?
Yeah, he's doing very well. Thank you for asking.
At the great time, would help me to tell him. Special advisor on homeland security. Which advisor, Mr. President, needs? Which advisor have we not offered here? What advice will the Mr. President need that we are not giving here? There is no political will to fight this battle. Excuse me, Mr. President, no political will to fight this battle. You don't need all these overbloated appointments to be able to fight all these insurgents. Lady Mo, am I not shouting here every now and here and there that my people in Kogi State, in Daibunu, in Kababunu local government, they are in the hand of these people? No information to that aspect. Nobody is even taking any step to that one. Which advisor Mr. President needs that we are not giving here? All these things, we don't need an appointment to be able to fight these people. Just give our Nigerian army marching order and give them what it takes to fight these things. They will crush them. They have the capacity to do that. But where is the political will? What are we talking about?
All right.
Who is deceiving who?
All right.
Thank you very much. God bless you, my dear.
God bless you too. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Lady Mo, good morning.
Good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Right. Lady Mo, you see, in my own opinion, Nigeria any good. Nigeria should be looking for a competent hand to handle Nigeria. Was it time the Britain go for somebody from Indian origin for him to be their prime minister? This turn by turn, I don't think it will develop Nigeria in economically otherwise. If Obi happens to be Nigerian president come 2027, I think it will do Nigeria a lot of good. Let me tell you, is the Obi's performance as a governor of a state. Obi happens to be the only government official in the whole of Africa who met NDG development. That person knows what NDG development goal means.
Hello?
He is number one. Okay? When you talk about but what, if you go to the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics, performance, go about education, he is number one. Nobody should come here to gaslight Nigerians in telling us what is Obi performance as an Anambra State governor. We are looking for competence and capability to take Nigeria out of this quagmire we are into. Okay? And this duplication of duties in Nigeria, I think we should discard all that. What is the job of a national security advisor, the one they have done, the one they have just appointed now? You ask yourself again, what is the Diaspora Commission and the Foreign Affairs Commission? What is their duties? All these things are just money for the boys and nothing more. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for calling. Hello.
Hello, Mainland FM.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. AB calling. Okay, I know you cannot. I know you can hear me.
Hello.
The president has the prerogative of appointment. He is the president. or are we the president? No. Are you getting me? He has done a good thing. See, Nigeria, there is empty space for anybody to be put in any position.
We are not asking if the president has the power to appoint. We are asking if this is a right move, in appointing the special advisor on Homeland Security. That's what we're asking.
Perfect move. See, the man has been taking a lot of moves of things. Unlike Goodluck Jonathan, he has been taking a lot of moves. He has done a lot of collaboration with US, with UAE, with Germany. He has bought a lot of weapons. Of which they just some drone pilots, over 250, just graduated of recent. Now he appointed now why we always fight this and they always complaining about everything. In fact, there are more space for more appointments. Are you getting me? So please, he should ride on and continue with his good work. All the enemy, the political enemy.
All right. Thank you. Back to the messages. This says, Morning Mainland Radio, Stevie Kelly from Maryland. The statement credited to Atiku is germane because the only language the core Northerners here is that one of their own, and they have the population too. Besides, Atiku is not principally saying it must be him. He's giving a seasoned piece of advice to Nigerians who are groaning under the weight of present government. I think any other political permutations like that of Kwakwanso and Obi might not fly. It simply means express return of the incumbent to power. Stevie Kelly from Maryland. Away from that, this says, hello, Lady Mo. As for me, zoning anyone to the south will never solve the problem of Nigeria, and this is because of Tinubu and his lack of policy which he has brought upon Nigerians. Nigerians are tired of APC and their regime, and we Nigerians know who to vote for because we are tired of people who don't have a heart to care about other people's lives and conditions, and all they know is to squander and live luxurious life with our money. Thank you. My name is Dampi from Igondo, Lagos. This says, good morning, Modukwe. Atiku has no justification whatsoever to contest the forthcoming presidential election, if not because of his Buhari used 8 years in power, so another Northerner should use another 8 years when 8 years of the South has not been completed. After Obasanjo's 8 years, it came to the turn of the North and Yar'Adua was elected, but death did not allow him to complete his tenure. Main reason Jonathan came into the picture constitutionally for now is still the turn of the South and Peter Obi. Okay. Atiku can come out in 2031. Atiku can come out to contest. Benga from Ijigbo. This says, good morning, Lady Moa Forward. In as much as I am not partisan in any form but an advocate of good governance, I would not like to vote for Atiku because he's coming for vengeance and not governance. How can Atiku compare for North and South? Where is East in all this? God take control. Ifeanyi from Asheshe. This says, greetings to you at Milan FM, and my own take this morning is that Tinubu don't millions of Nigerians cannot travel due to Boko Haram and insecurity, and Tinubu should not force himself upon us because we are tired of this government. We Nigerians will know who to vote, or please tell to Noble to step down because he doesn't have. Okay, that's from Daniel. Away from that, this says, good morning, Ade from Lagos. Okay. The move and Kwakwanso is not what we are talking about, but thank you for your comment. Good morning, Mainland crew. On the issue on ground, all our politicians on how to speak English to suit themselves, but did they have the masses' interest at heart? My president should focus on job creation, reducing food prices and security. Tayon from Okoko. This says, okay. Even if you don't allow me to Okay, finish the contributions. My contributions. I would like to say that Atiku Abubakar's analysis since the coming of democracy in 1999 is right. For me, we need somebody who will remove us from this quagmire we find ourselves, but not this government again. Madam Ifi, thank you. This says, good morning, Lady Mo and Mr. Fawad. When you catch a robber, you will have reason for his act. Nigerians of today doesn't need a sentimental leader. How many years has... Okay. To me, he's just desperate to complete his... okay. Thank you. Abiodun from K2. Away from that, he says, good morning, Lady Mo. I hope you are not biased. Someone called talking about what Obi did in Anambra to what Atiku said. Did Atiku mention Obi? Is the two topics related to Obi? Why didn't you? Okay. Emmanuel from Ikeja. Of course. Lady Mo, do you think APC supporters will see anything wrong in whatever Tinubu does, even if it is obvious to the blind? This is the same way they are supporting subsidy removal that is choking on Nigerians, including them. They will now come and tell us, let me enlighten people. Did our caller travel with them to the US where the arrangement was made? He and his cohorts should stop insulting our intelligence, please. If they are enjoying anything from the president, they should continue without trying to defend appointments and policies. Michael from Saboyaba, thank you. We take one last call, but not the least, of course. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Lady Mo.
Good morning.
This is Vivian Love calling from United States of Asia.
Thank you. Go ahead.
I want to talk concerning Atiku matter. He said, I want to ask, is it only the south and the west, the south and the north that we have in this country? Because if you are counting like that with what Atiku said, that means they are getting it wrong now. We have the south, we have north, the east, and what again? So why is he not saying there is no balance? If there is no balance, then you allow the flag to go to another tribe. Because I don't understand what they are saying. And as for the man that said calling people, why we are talking of people matter, he's calling people. Let him go and verify. I don't even have anything to say to him. He should go and verify. And if you are can't their president leadership, let's start from the starting and count it. Then let's know who is cheating who. They will just come out here and be saying another thing. Please, they should just do the right thing. You are not even, for me, whether the north or south or east, west, and as what I want is let us have a good leader. Okay, these two people that have been ruling, they are not doing well. Let's give other people a chance. Is there a problem?
All right. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for calling. And on that note, we call it good morning. Thank you for your messages. Thank you for your calls. Really appreciate that. Okay, just finally, this says, good morning, Lady Mo. Regarding the Homeland Security appointments, the president has the prerogative to appoint whoever he wants to, so far it will aid his objectives. But the issue here, looking at the past appointments, what was the result? Was the problem solved? Nigerians are fond of tribal war or using tribal bias to regulate governance. Modi Chibuzo from Overcomer, Ogun State. Thank you very much. Let's not cease to be a patriotic citizen of this great country, always nurturing our conscience just by the truth. At 10 o'clock will be time for AgVWAF Hour. Keep it locked. That's where we talk about real estate opportunities and, of course, farming and agricultural opportunities. So keep it locked. And afterwards, community reports will be coming your way and lots more of the program you don't want to miss. This is Mela 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. I am Mᴏᴜ Akinyo. So good morning.